Alrighty, so this is Victorino back with another Let's Play. It's been a while. We're gonna try out Thomas Was Alone. I brought a special guest with me here today. She doesn't have a online handle or screen name or moniker, whatever you want to call it yet. So I'll just introduce her as my niece, Categorize.
Hi.
Alright. So this is her first time, or first experience messing with recording with
Yes.
Let's Playing. I haven't explained this game at all to my niece, but obviously it's kind of part of the game, is just playing it. Alright, so without further ado, here's Thomas Was Alone. Alrighty. The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the AIs as a joke. Thomas AT23612 wasn't special, it was just an AI in the right place at the right time.
Thomas was alone. Wow.
Can you hear the voice?
A weird
Yeah.
first
I just want to make sure it's
thought to
good. Alright, so this game is interesting. It's got a little narrator narrating pretty much
Yeah,
every level.
And just like saying stuff, telling you how to play the game if you don't already know. You can just look it up if you don't know how to do it, so.
No, it's pretty simple. It tells you on the screen. But the tutorials for the actual controls is on the screen. But
Yeah.
what's important is what you're hearing. I want you to actually listen to it, baby.
Okay.
This is like I said, the narrator is narrating a story that develops through each level. So what we are, if it'll explain it, is we're our little red dot rectangle.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity.
Alright, there you
I
go.
know that one.
Yeah, is
The whole alone thing. 2. Portals.
I
They
heard that.
led somewhere.
is he still going? I
Yeah, to
can't
work
hear
out
it.
He's
So
still going.
I really don't want to talk over
3.
him, but
Falling.
I guess I will.
Thomas was absolutely fantastic
Alright, so,
at falling. He was almost as good at falling.
The idea
as he
is
was
we're
at
a
observing.
program. The little red
He
rectangle.
stopped talking.
Yeah, I know. It's understandable. I can still see the text on the screen.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of wing it. I'll try not to talk over it too much
Okay,
so you can hear.
Interesting.
Okay.
Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think.
So it's telling
What
you
if there was some kind of inverted
fourth wall
fall?
wise, there's a way
Some
to
way
jump,
to-
which we already know
what's
in
the
the
word?
game,
Jump.
but it's trying to say the character does not know.
It worked.
So obviously he's saying like if only he
A
could
big
jump, which clearly
Thomas
is.
noted there was
space.
no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
So now it's saying the game
Yeah.
wants me to succeed, but
Yeah.
not without really holding my hand. So this is where a puzzle platform comes into play.
This is kind of an easy game.
Yeah, I guess it's
Mostly.
it's a thinking
This
game.
all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and
Oh.
it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
What?
But it's not actually
He was
falling until I
starting to
move.
suspect it might even be doing so on purpose.
See?
It's saying come. That's funny. Okay.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
This is an interesting game because I guess it's not really one meant to commentate over since there's already
I
a
don't
commentator.
know how this is a hard game, but I'm
It might
just
have been paranoia.
curious.
Well, because right now we're in the
Thomas
tutorial
could swear
phases.
the world
Like I said, once again, not to
became
really
more
talk over the
complicated.
dude, but I guess it
all
shouldn't matter
seemed
by
to
all
be
means.
one step ahead of his skills.
If you want to hear it for yourself,
It had been
I recommend. Oh, how do I mess that up?
designed.
Playing the game yourself, it's a lot of fun.
He wondered why.
It's
Was
a
the world
cute.
testing him?
Oh my goodness, it's a cute little story
Too obvious.
that is told rather interestingly, I guess. The controls are a little more floaty than I remember. I've played a bit of this. I didn't finish this game. So that's one thing. Is I haven't seen this game through completion, which is the reason I was like, you know what, I can try playing this again and try and actually finish it for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that's why we're taking another look at it.
This is gonna be a tricky one.
Something about
I might
the
make this
boy
like a
with
series.
toxic glowing water intimidated Thomas.
He didn't want to
like
swim in
it.
it, so I kind of fell in just to
Didn't want to
demonstrate
swim
that's
in
how
it.
you die. And that time I didn't mean to, I just jumped too
He
late.
made another mental note. 4. Water.
Not good to be avoided.
Not
These
good
little points
to
right
be
here that have
avoided.
the little half circle things are checkpoints. Because if you get into those, you die. You respawn at those It's another good way of the game explaining the mechanics to you without actually having it have to happen.
That's funny.
Was that the sound it makes when he goes through the portal?
He's like, come.
So see, this is level 0.9. So technically,
no amount
this is what I was saying. This is all still just tutorial, and it's just to like introduce you to the game mechanics, so you get a feel for it. So these are definitely going to be the easier levels.
Yeah.
And like I said, in terms,
it's gonna get harder.
In terms of difficulty, it doesn't necessarily per se get harder so much as it's a puzzle platformer, which means there's puzzle elements to it.
So you have to like find your way around it.
Yes.
Kind of like a maze, but different.
It's kind of like a maze. That's a good way.
Not really, but it's like putting together a puzzle, but kind of like a maze. I can't really say what it is, but
no, the
it's
floating
something.
controls. This is also not good for gameplay.
This is really confusing.
Okay, so I'm not going to be any expert. Another thing I wanted to mention that is
You don't have to be perfect.
It may or may not be apparent. Yeah, of course not. Which you're clearly going to see I'm not perfect at these games.
It's okay though, at least it's try you.
Yeah,
I'm not perfect at finding the maze through myself at Animal Jam, so
yeah, by all means
it works. You just have to try.
It's not about being.
It's just fun.
It's not even about being. Yeah, it's not even about being extremely good at the game. It's just about having fun.
Mostly.
Letting other people experience it. Maybe even just letting.
Yeah, and then you can just try, and you will know that you thought that you tried.
Yeah, it might even just be about people experiencing it. Oh.
It's already making me happy.
That's good. That's good to hear. This is the point.
Okay, good job.
Even though Thomas is alone, you're happy about that? You don't wish he had some friends or something?
Thomas had a new theory.
Oh, what did he do?
The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental risk to consider.
This is another point. I don't know why this is happening.
Since his spontaneous generation,
he had become a pretty skilled jumper. Is definitely not true. I'm still failing on easy platforms.
He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Maybe it's just because there's like a delay. I wonder if that has to do with the recording of it. But what I was gonna say is, right now I actually can't hear the game at all. The game audio.
But
yeah, because we have it playing through.
Actually, my voice is really high, and your voice is like really kind of low, but I can still hear it. So
yeah, just hopefully it's recording well enough that there's a good balance.
I can hear the music. I can hear the music good. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually recording really well right now because it feels, yeah.
It feels right. The main thing is I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts, more than one AI was bound to be spawned to an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything. So now we can scroll through. We have multiple characters now.
Chris took an immediate dislike to
deep
the
dislike.
skinny red rectangle.
Oh, I'm just reading it now. Even though he's already reading it, right?
Thomas think he was?
So Thomas has become the little red character, and now we have another character. They said his name is Christopher. Is that correct? See, look, he's got more weight to him. He can't reach this typical jump. So the trick is, this is where it becomes a puzzle, is he's got to step on Thomas to jump over things he can't reach. So this is the whole premise of the game.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but
and now it's saying these characters got their own little quirks. They've got their own personalities, even though they're just little rectangles.
Not technically graceful.
He's saying right now, because he's like he doesn't like Thomas. Thomas was alone to begin with, but now he's not. But this dude doesn't like Thomas because he thought he was like the best jumper, so he had a big ego about himself because he was the only person. But now he realizes he's not the best jumper. So we can't see Thomas, but we can still change to him, and this is how the game works. This is how we interact. So we gotta get the orange dude to this little portal, and then Thomas to the taller portal. This is what I was gonna say. So basically,
yeah, this game is actually really cool. How it just looks like a puzzle. It's really kind of looks easy, but it feels like it's really hard. But that's okay.
See, there's a style for this game. Can you guess what it's called?
Thomas was alone?
No, like a name for like how simple it is. You know
what?
You know what it means when it's real simple?
No.
It's like an actual design choices. The game is minimalistic.
Oh.
Which means they wanted it to look like this on purpose for one reason or another. Maybe it honestly could be like all they could achieve with their skills, but they made it his strength. Oh, someone's knocking.
I don't really understand those words, but I know they mean something.
I might walk you through it whenever we get done with the video, just to make sure we have an understanding of what's going on. I could tell you right now. I was trying to explain it to you now. There's these two dudes who are meeting. Thomas and I think his name is Christopher or Chris.
His name is Christopher.
Yeah, it's Christopher.
They call him Chris in the game.
Okay,
Okay,
this was more like
here
it.
you go.
The glowy white things.
So he was saying
Only Chris could get to it.
he didn't like
Of
Thomas
course, made it all
because
the more
Thomas could jump
enticing.
higher than him, which made him feel like Thomas
Dude,
was better.
What new opportunity?
And
might
now
this switch
Thomas
open
is
up
faced with a problem. You see how he's one pixel too high to reach this little switch we need to reach? He's too tall. So Christopher might actually might have a weakness in being too small that he can't jump as high. But now that there's a strength in his weakness in that he can reach smaller spots that Thomas cannot. So then it opens up this path. We need to get
So Thomas can help.
yeah, then we need to start working together. That way we can both get to where we need to go.
Okay.
And this is where the puzzle comes.
They're like friends, but in a really
Yeah.
weird way.
Exactly. That's exactly the point of this game.
Kind of. Well, that's mostly what it
Grace.
is.
Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
There's everything else up here, right? Up here first. Alright, so this is where the puzzle element comes into play. And I promise you I had no problems with this to begin with. Okay, here it goes. I'm doing it wrong, that's why. Whenever I played it the first time, there's pressure. There's pressure on him now. There he goes. And there we are. Finished level 1.2 or something. Yeah, it's all about teamwork. 1.4, that's what we're on.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him.
So now there's like, oh,
Sure, he'd been able to
character development.
piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but
There like that.
where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
So there's character development, and now we're getting to see a little bit more about the personality traits of each character, even though they're just simple little squares. They're simple little geometric shapes. Ah, I did not jump. The jump is like delayed.
Thomas needs to go down.
That might help. I honestly could probably just do it that way, but I'm gonna do it this way because I'm stubborn. And it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
So there's like a delayed jump.
Doesn't really work like that, but that works too.
There's like a delayed jump and the controls are a little bit floaty.
I don't know. You can use Thomas, that would be easier, but you're the one playing the game.
Yeah. I mean, we
I
probably,
can't really say anything about that.
we definitely could have, but look, see, this is the problem we're faced with anyways. It's basically saying like, look, you can just do this along on both sides. They both have good enough jumps to make it on their own rights. Let's see,
They make a pretty good team, but
but they don't really like each other still. Or at least Christopher doesn't. That was kind of goofy.
good job. You did a good job.
Oh, I haven't made it yet. That's not a good job.
This one's okay. You already made it to level 13. No, 14. You did a good job.
It's 1.4 actually.
No matter what level you're on.
What is this? I'm pressing space like a whole half a second early. I don't remember it being like this. I don't know if that's actually just the way the game plays, which is not inherently a bad thing. Or if it's just because like I'm having some kind of weird delay with the recording. See, it's not. I'm not sure if you can hear me clicking the space button. I don't know how to say
No,
that.
I can't really.
I mean the people watching. You can't hear over the. What'd you do? Oh, you disconnected it? Here.
The headphone fell off, and sorry for that. This recording thing, I've never done this before. So.
Yeah, we're working these things out as we
We're
go.
looking at it.
That's fine. You sound a little nasally, baby. It's okay, so do I.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred.
Stared at Thomas.
He
with
seemed
pure
so
hatred.
very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
So he's saying like Christopher doesn't like this Thomas
That
guy,
would be fine.
but Thomas.
But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely
Thomas,
new,
on the other hand, though, was like,
Chris would hear a satisfied little,
yeah, I like this guy.
revolting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
He's fourth wall breaking. He's just hoping they would be separated, if only for a few levels. So the game is being self-aware. They know they're in a video game. So that's what we gotta do here. We need to throw him right here, I believe. Where's it right here? He's... Okay, we gotta climb back up this way. And we set him here. Oh, there we go. So he can jump. And he can just jump up here. Okay, one more thing. So he needs to go right here.
Good jump, Victor.
Thank you. But it wasn't me, it's Christopher.
Well, you're the one controlling Christopher, so
Yeah, I know.
it's mostly you.
Since Christopher's gotta be down here, Thomas needs to go up top. Because he can't fit through this hole. We gotta do the waiting game on this moving platform. He didn't jump at all. My bad, my bad. It's kind of unfortunate. Like I said, it actually could be the design of the game, for better or for worse. I don't really remember if it played like this the first time, is I really have to press and hold spacebar a good amount before I actually jump. Makes it a little trickier to play. And that just has to do with the floating controls.
Good job.
Get some platforms that are really real quick. But we're still holding it down good enough to make it to the next level, so far so good. What is this?
Oh, look, you got a new character.
John knew.
John.
He knew that this was his chance, a moment to shine. This was game day.
So what we gotta do is stand this dude up. Get him to jump. Is this right? I don't think I can change fast enough. I did. I don't know if that's how I was supposed to do it, but I definitely did it that way.
This
So-
would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these.
See, so this dude is
little
just all
dot
about
things.
glory. He just wants to do a good
Where did
job.
they come from anyway?
You have to run like that. And then the announcer, of course, is saying, where did these little dots come from anyways? AKA, he's tall, so he uses them as little. So we switch sides, now here we go. There's cool.
They're like a pretty good team. They do for
That's the
people like that.
John inhaled the air of the open
smelled
space.
awesome. So
and
this
it
is a rather
smelled
positive dude.
of
John,
awesome.
tall, yellow block.
Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots
So I'm
how
gonna
it
show
was
us how it's
done.
which I believe means. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I mean, these dudes over here.
This is kind of all about teamwork, but this game is like.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Look how far he jumps.
That's a good jump. I don't think those little ones will be able to do it.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him.
He likes the new
John
allies.
cares
So he's
for
a
his
relatively nice dude. So far, at least.
You could tell from the sympathetic
can tell
expression
from the
practiced in the
something,
mirror
something.
all these years.
Practicing his emotions and weird. So both of our little friends that we are more acquainted with get to go.
So this game is actually only about how they work together to make, yeah. It's just about little blocks that don't like each other from the start and make a pretty good team, right?
Yeah, but they don't necessarily all just like each other. Christopher doesn't like Thomas so far, at least. But it's just more about the interactions people have in general. Like relationships people can form. Oh, look, we messed up. We messed up big time. We should have been moving in unison to begin with. I don't know if I can make it back up. Nope. I messed up. This is my bad. Let's see if I can still make it with this thing. There might be a chance. Christopher, jump on him? No, not at all. So there you go. The ball is ready from back here. See, I messed up because what I needed to do, oh, I can't make it. Is what I really should have done is have them walk together. That way, I could have had Thomas. Yeah, Thomas, the red one, standing on these little high, steep hills for Christopher to jump off him.
This is a game where you just have to be really focused and use those blocks to like help each other.
This is not gonna work. So what I need to do, unfortunately,
So we start with the level.
to get my settings, yeah, is
John inhaled
Messed
the
up.
air of the open space, and
so
it
all I can do is
smelled.
restart. We know
of
this part.
awesome.
Oh, how to do this.
It smelled
Time to
awesome.
flex those muscles, to put his training to use,
Yeah.
time to show those little dots how it was done.
Is we gotta keep Thomas and Christopher together so
John
they can both make it to
decided
the
to
end.
press the switch to let the
Which, like I
little
said,
dots
was my-
catch up with him.
Excuse me, which was my bad for sending
These
Thomas off ahead
manners.
without Christopher.
You could tell from the sympathetic expression.
Which
he
brings a good
practiced in the
idea, a
mirror
good
all
point
these
of
years.
maybe we should be using the one who can't jump the highest to go first to make sure there's no obstacles he can't surmount by himself. Which means like these walls he can't climb himself. So here he is.
So this game is a really cool game that the fans should play at home because
By all means, if you like what you see, stick around and watch us play it some more.
yeah,
It's relatively older, so if you haven't seen or heard of it, hopefully it's something
check it out
it's
because
hopefully something you're interested in. Preferably, yeah, if you want, go buy the game if you want to experience it for yourself. But like I said, by all means, we enjoy you sticking around and watching us play it too. So
yeah, thank you for watching this.
yeah, whatever you want to do. I have no idea how much the game is now. Okay, so this is the reason I was playing it. I'm playing this game again. I guess I should bring it up. Is IndieBox recently came out with IndieBox, of course, being a company we've done an unboxing for before on the channel. I think it might be our only unboxing.
I don't think we have. I don't remember.
No, okay, it definitely was, which is actually something to bring up. The first video we did was the Nuclear Throne physical copy unboxing, which was something I was going to mention. Is so they came out with steel case variants that you can actually buy in stores instead of just from their subscription service. Excuse me, their subscription service online, and you can find those at GameStop. So I actually bought 2 games out of like the 5 or 10 game set, and those are Nuclear Throne, which is the first one we unboxed on the channel, and this one, Thomas Was Alone. So that's why we're taking another look at this game, basically. Alright, so we solved the last puzzle. This one looks more complicated because we might need all 3 of our characters. Let's go back this way. I might have to stack all of them on top of each other. Yeah, we definitely are going to want John to be the one who actually jumps up here.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
See? He wants to help out the little guys.
John's a pretty good man.
Now we gotta send this one through. And we gotta send. But now you can't reach this one. Oh, you know what? I might have messed up. Oh, I definitely messed up. You know what I did? Here, we can make it work. send John to the other side. I was afraid that the platform was going to crush us, so I moved him out of the way. That was a bit unnecessary. Another thing is, I'm not sure if this is all of them. I actually can't reach any of them. This is unfortunate. Not necessarily bad level design, because obviously you can just restart. It's also mostly just bad on my part that I just keep sending our people through when they're not ready to go through. Or in this situation, I sent John back when he should have just moved forward.
John was
It is
happy
kind of
to keep
interesting
helping.
that the only way to
He felt
resolve
it was
is by
important to his
restarting
image
the
that he
level.
was seen to
That's
help
by
the
design
little
too, though,
guys.
I believe. So like I said, it's not necessarily bad. You just don't really want to have the player have to walk back every time per se either. Unless they do want to, which by all means it's their game. So, you want to set up a path here?
Only thing I'm curious about is how Thomas was the only one that they started with, and how the other ones got into the adventure. And I'm wondering why Thomas should have been the little one, and then it should have been the medium one, and then it should have been John.
What do you mean? You think it should have been? You should have started as Christopher?
They should have started as John, and then he should have been the little one. And then they should have started as Christopher with like the medium size, and then John with the biggest one.
Yes, I hear what you're saying. Yes, it's getting up there. What am I doing wrong
I
here?
wonder when they're gonna get a new character.
Who said there's gonna be a new character?
Huh?
Who said there's gonna be a new character?
Nobody. I wonder when we're gonna get one, and if we're gonna get one.
Yeah, that's what you gotta say. If we're gonna, there's definitely gonna be more characters. We don't know that. Let's see.
Christopher.
How do I do this?
Christopher.
Can I do this one or something? What's going on here, huh? I'm also showing how bad I am at puzzles right now. Like I said, I think I'm... Jump! Yeah, Christopher, what am I doing? Alright, same old situation isn't working, so we gotta switch it up. What else can we do? There it goes. Like I said, I'm really not sure this is how we're supposed to be doing it, but we're making it work alright this way. Why did Thomas get off Christopher's head? What are you doing? It's almost back up. It's kind of funny how they move on their heads.
Teamwork.
We're gonna send John over here. Or can we just fall down? I think we can just fall down the same way. It's the same kind of jump we just faced. But that was this one. Go back up there. Thomas cannot reach up there by himself actually. He's up there. Okay. So far so good. Yeah, but by all means, like I said, I pretty much decided to play this game on my own volition. I think it's a fun, cute little game. And instead of trying to play something relevant or new, I was like, whatever, I can just play this. It kind of is relevant to me, I guess, specifically. But by all means, let me know what you think. If this is something you care to watch, you know, just...
And if you want to see us do more
He didn't mind them so
these
much
new
either.
videos,
The red one, Thomas,
just let us
had
know.
a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Yeah, chances are, we're gonna try and make some more videos still.
Yeah, more of these videos. If you like these videos, just tell us so we can do some more.
Thomas, go. It's too late. So, that's the thing, is if it'll be more of this game, we'll see. We definitely did hit the 30-minute marker, and we started a decent amount after actually starting the video.
The angry
So,
orange one was
probably call
less
it
immediately
an episode
likable,
after this
but his
episode.
unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
what we gotta do is get him over here. Get John right now. Have Christopher jump off him so he can reach. We're gonna have Thomas jump off him. So just a little chain.
This is like a game where you have to like, I don't really know how to say it, but it's like, I'm not sure.
What are you trying to say? Find your thoughts and then tell me. It's a game.
This game is like a puzzle, but it would be easier if you had like a map.
Yeah, that's the point. So that's what the puzzle is figuring out how to conquer the platforming aspect of it. So like right here, because we moved Thomas a little too early. What we need to do is actually have Thomas can jump over though. It's still pretty impressive. Oh no, we're so close. We ruined it. I ruined it. So what we gotta do is start the ladder again. Thomas behind John. I guess John behind Thomas. That way Christopher can jump up over him. And Thomas needs John to jump up here. Yeah, Christopher can do this by himself. So let's see, what we need to do is put him over here. This is not right. Let's try this then. What we will do is have Thomas move down here. What is this? This better not be in the game, so I just gotta pop it from AVG, which is a... Did I do it? I wasn't even paying attention, but I did it. Antivirus software.
You don't know what you're saying? That's just funny now. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't learn that. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this should be the
It's
end of...
really tiring.
Yeah, it took a while. I don't know if it's supposed to take this long or if I'm just bad. We're at 1.10, so what we're gonna
This was
do...
interesting.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination,
This would
balance,
require
aim, time.
coordination, balance.
So what we're gonna
and
do is go
timing.
ahead, take call it an episode right here.
John was sure the dogs
Thank you very
would be
much for
lost,
watching
but
once
he
again.
was
We'll
happy
see
to
you
guide
guys
them to
soon.
triumph.
Yeah, pardon us getting our sea legs again with not having done this in a while. Of course, my niece never recording at all.
No. But
There was definitely a long
if you
period.
guys like this video, subscribe and leave a comment.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of ending
We'll
the
see
video.
you soon. But I hope you like this video, and we'll see you guys next time.